Hey, so I am here at Orlando Float and Massage, and every time I travel, I try to get in a float therapy session because they don't have them in Juneau, and uh, everybody asks me a ton of questions about floating, so I thought I would take the chance this time to actually show you guys what it's all about and what the float room is about and all that stuff. So first of all, if you've never heard of floating before, it's also called sensory deprivation. And it is when you get into a room or a pod of water that it has been heated up to the same temperature as your skin, as the surface of your skin, so it's about 97 degrees, and then there is no light, there's no sound, there's nothing to stimulate your senses at all, and so you get to float. Like, the water has about 800 pounds of salt in it, and so it makes it super buoyant. And so you get in, and as soon as you get in and you lay back, you go boop and you float to the top of the water. And so you're there for like an hour to an hour and a half. You can float. Some people float for 2 hours too. You can work up to that if you want to. But the benefits of floating are numerous. There's just like, it just helps you sleep better. It's really restorative for your body. If you're an athlete, it helps you to relax your muscles after hard workouts. And psychologically, it's good for meditation. And a lot of people have had a lot of really good breakthroughs in their meditation time, and just like a lot of enlightened moments in the float tank. And so there's just, you can Google it, benefits of floating, but there's just a lot of great benefits to it. And I do it because it's really, really relaxing to me. And each float kind of builds on the previous. The first time you float, you're probably going to be just trying to get used to floating and the sensation of like not having any stimuli at all, like just being in the water, not feeling anything, not seeing or hearing anything. But after you get over that, then you actually can meditate, or you can do visualizations. You can just completely clear your mind, which is the best thing, but that takes practice to do. But anyway, so I'll just show you guys. I'm not in the hallway, I'm actually in my float room. So I'm going to turn this around. If I can figure out how to turn the camera around, just bear with me here. Well, I don't know how to flip the camera around, but I'll show you this way. Okay, so when you come into the room, you have your own private room. I'll show you outside. Here is the hallway. Okay, so I came into my private room, and as you can see, you can lock the door, and then you have a nice bathrobe, which you really don't need. I don't know why that's there, but you have it. And then here they have a list of rules that they would like you to follow. It says pool, but it's really, I'll show you the room. It's not the size of a pool, but they don't want any food or drink. Obviously no animals, one person in the float room, the hours that they float, and then you do shower before you float, and don't swallow the water. Obviously it's incredibly salty. It says maximum water temp is 104, but it's actually heated up to 97 degrees. No floating for kids under 12, pregnant women, people with health problems, and if you're sleepy or under the influence of anything really, they advise that you don't float. Except for the pregnant women part. Actually, I've heard that it's actually really good for pregnant women. So I'm not sure if those rules apply to the float tank or to pools in general or whatever, but either way, if you're pregnant, you would want to consult your doctor though. Okay, so you've got now your private shower area. So you're gonna shower, and they have shower gel, shampoo, conditioner, and you do this shower for like 3 minutes before you get into the tank. All right, and then once you get out of the shower, you now have your tank. Woo-hoo. So you're gonna step in right here, and this is what it looks like. It is extremely warm in here. Now these lights are gonna go out when I get in and close the door, and so it'll be pitch black. But here's the water. As you can see, it's not very deep. It's only about a foot deep. and you just step in. The doors are gonna, well, you close the door. If you get freaked out and it's just too dark or too tight and claustrophobic feeling, you can always crack this door open a little bit and it'll let in a little light, help ground you, or you can put your feet on the floor, like push your hand down to touch the bottom of the tank if that helps you feel better. But anyway, so yeah, there's that. There are earplugs here, and you put these in before you shower because once your ears get wet, it's hard to get these in and make them stay. So you put them in before you shower. They also will give you some Vaseline if you have any like recent cuts or you shaved or anything recently, like you might want to put that on so that the salt doesn't irritate it as much. So anyway, it's warm in here. Now that I opened the door, it was hot in there. So I'm gonna go ahead and just get ready to take my shower and get in the tank. And then also, when you float, I would just suggest that you wear comfortable clothes because you're going to be super relaxed when you leave, and the last thing you want to do is put on some tight jeans or, you know, something that you're not comfortable in. So I'm wearing just like a tank top and like leggings, and so you want to just be super comfortable. All right, so that's about it. Love you guys. Go float. If you have a float center in your area, check it out. I definitely recommend somewhere that has a room versus the pod. Okay? All right, bye.